Aloha. So I am in Hilo today, and I found a very beautiful area. This is called Banyan Drive, and there's beautiful banyans that line the drive, hence the name. And not only are there beautiful trees, but there's actually a lot of fun history here. So I'm going to teach you what I've learned, and we're going to go look at some beautiful banyans. So Banyan Drive is about 1 mile long, and what's really nice about the drive is that it's nice and cool, because the trees, because they're planted fairly close together, the canopies are all covering the road in the area. So it's actually a really nice and cool area to walk underneath. It's so pretty. So to give you a little bit of history here, there is about 50 trees that are lining this drive that were all planted in the 1930s. And this was in part of a idea that they had to boost tourism, where they actually had iconic figures plant the trees. So this is also nicknamed the Hilo Walk of Fame. I'm going to show you some trees planted by different icons, but just for fun, I'm not going to tell you exactly where I am. I might actually mix up the order because it's kind of like a treasure hunt. It's kind of cool to find the trees on your own and see who planted it. So they each have their own plaque. So purposefully going to be a little mysterious with where each of these trees are. So the first iconic tree I want to show you guys, this one was planted by the one and only sports legend, Babe Ruth. For some history, he was the second figure to plant a tree here. So the first was planted by Cecil B. DeMille. He's a famous director. I'll be sure to find that tree for you, because you got to. It's the original one planted. But this one planted by Babe Ruth was the second. So pretty special. And this is all in part, like I said, to boost tourism in Hawaii. How cool is that? Look at this, Amelia Earhart. How cool is this? Super cool one. Let me look up some fun facts about hers. So reading about her history, so I guess she came and planted this. It says, okay, so she came and planted this just 5 days before she set a world record flying from Honolulu to Oakland. So this was in the 1930s, so 1935, I guess she set that record, and then this was planted just before that. How cool is that? I found another one that I think is a pretty cool name to highlight. Franklin D. Roosevelt. Pretty amazing. This was 1934. I just looked up some fun facts about FDR, and apparently he was a very passionate tree farmer. So he had planted nearly 500,000 trees, even just on his own estate in Hyde Park. And I guess they even nicknamed it to Roosevelt's Tree Army. That's hilarious. I love that he brought his passion for trees and love for the Aina to Hawaii. So that's a pretty cool one. Love that. As I walk you around and show you these beautiful banyans, I want to teach you some cool, fun facts about them. So first, banyan trees actually were brought to us from India. So they weren't in the Hawaiian Islands until they were brought over. And if you know our beloved one on Maui, that was brought to us as a gift from India. They have these different trunks, but they have these different little roots that start to come down to the ground. So what's really unique about banyan trees is they grow out and down. So if you've seen pictures of our beloved banyan in Lahaina on Maui, there's a lot of different trunks. I would say, I think there's at least like 20, some if not more, but they all prop up the tree because they grow out and down. So that's what we're looking at here with these the roots that are hanging down. As promised, here is the very first tree that was planted on Banyan Drive by Cecil B. DeMille. So he was a very famous film director, and he was known for different films like The Ten Commandments. But what's cute about this tree is that when it was only a mere 8 feet tall, which is super cute. And today you can see how high this is towering. I'm not sure what to estimate it. Maybe I'll guess like 60, 70 feet tall ish. But how cool is that? It started off as just a little 8-foot tall tree, and look at what it is today. Okay, so I just got to the end of the road. As I mentioned, it's about like a mile to walk. But you end up at the Liliuokalani Gardens, which maybe for another video I can walk you through. But such a beautiful area. And I gave you a few different trees that I think are really cool, special ones, but there's 50 of them. So I encourage you to come and explore yourself and see what other trees you can find. And yeah, like I said, it's like a treasure hunt or like an Easter egg hunt to locate all the different trees. But so pretty. And I've always loved our beloved one on Maui in Lahaina, which is our original one that came to Hawaii. So it's so special to see a whole drive of like 50 of these. So, but anyways, that's it for now. I hope you enjoyed seeing all the beautiful trees, and yeah, more to come, more adventures and sights to see. Till next time, bye everyone.